10 years of marriage, one perfect anniversary night, and a secret that was about to destroy everything. I didn't scream when I found out my husband was cheating. I planned something far worse. I am Laura, and this is what happened when I found out my husband was unfaithful. The night of our 10th wedding anniversary, I was in the kitchen holding a glass of wine when my husband's phone lit up on the counter. I wasn't trying to snoop. It just happened. The message preview was short, but it said enough. Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you. I didn't react the way people expect. No shouting, no tears, no dramatic confrontation, just silence, the kind that sits heavy in your chest. From the living room, Mike's voice carried in, warm and easy, talking to his parents who had flown in for the celebration. He sounded like the perfect husband, the kind everyone admired, the kind no one questioned. I locked the phone and placed it back exactly where it was. Then I took a slow sip of my wine and made a decision. If Mike wanted to play a role, I would let him. Just not the ending he expected. For the next few days, I acted normal. I laughed at his jokes, cooked his favorite meals, even helped him pick out a suit for our anniversary dinner. Mike didn't notice anything. Why would he? People like him never expect consequences. They rely on comfort, on routine, on the belief that the person they hurt will stay quiet. But I wasn't staying quiet. I was preparing. I started paying attention, not emotionally but carefully, like someone collecting evidence. I noticed how he angled his phone away when texting, how he stepped outside for calls, how his gym sessions suddenly lasted 2 hours instead of 1. One afternoon, when Mike was in the shower, his phone buzzed again. This time, I didn't hesitate. I unlocked it using the passcode I had known for years. What I found wasn't just a mistake. It was a pattern. Messages, photos, plans, inside jokes that didn't belong to our marriage anymore. My chest tightened for a moment, but I didn't cry. Instead, I took screenshots. Every conversation, every detail. I emailed them to myself and deleted the evidence from his phone. By the time Mike walked out of the bathroom, I was sitting on the bed, scrolling through my phone, calm and composed. "Everything okay?" he asked. I smiled. "Yeah, just checking something." And in that moment, I realized something important. I wasn't losing him. He had already lost me. The anniversary dinner was set for Saturday night at our house. Mike wanted something elegant but intimate. Close friends, family, soft music, wine, and a catered meal. The kind of evening that looks perfect from the outside. I made sure everything was flawless, the table settings, the lighting, the playlist. I even ordered a custom cake with 10 years of love written in gold icing. If this was going to end, it would end beautifully. By 7 o'clock, the house was full. Laughter echoed through the rooms, glasses clinked, compliments flowed. Mike looked happy, relaxed, confident. He kissed me on the cheek and whispered, "This is perfect." I smiled back. "Not yet," I said quietly. Dinner went smoothly. Stories were shared. His parents talked about how proud they were. Friends joked about how we were couple goals. I listened to all of it. Every word felt like a setup for what was coming next. After dessert, I stood up and tapped my glass gently. "I just want to say something," I began, my voice calm and steady. The room quieted. 10 years is a long time, and I thought it would be nice to look back at some memories. Mike smiled, assuming this was going to be sentimental. I picked up the remote and turned on the TV behind me. A slideshow began. At first, it was exactly what everyone expected. Wedding photos, holidays, birthdays, smiling faces and warm moments. People relaxed. Some even got emotional. Mike reached for my hand. Then the screen changed. The next image wasn't from our past. It was a screenshot, a message. "Can't wait to see you again tonight." The room froze. Before anyone could react, another image appeared, then another. Conversations, photos, a timeline of betrayal unfolding piece by piece. Someone dropped a fork, the sound cutting through the silence. Mike's hand slipped away from mine. "Laura? What is this?" he said, his voice shaking. I didn't look at him. I looked at everyone else. "This," I said, "is the truth." Mike stood up, panic rising. "Turn it off. This isn't what it looks like." I finally turned to him. "Then tell them what it looks like," I said. He couldn't, because there was nothing to explain. His mother looked at him in disbelief. His father's face hardened. Friends shifted uncomfortably, unsure where to look. I let the silence stretch. Then I spoke again, softer this time. I spent days wondering what I did wrong. I thought maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I could fix it. I shook my head slightly. But the truth is, this was never about me. I picked up a folder from the table. I already spoke to a lawyer. The papers are ready. Mike's expression changed from panic to desperation. You're overreacting. We can talk about this. We can fix this. I looked at him, and for the first time that night, there was no warmth left in my eyes. I did talk, I said. You just chose someone else to listen to. I placed the folder in front of him. I'm not here to fix what you broke. I'm here to end it. No one spoke. No one defended him, because there was nothing left to defend. I took a deep breath, then turned to the guests. I'm sorry you had to see this, but I won't pretend everything is fine just to make other people comfortable. Then I picked up my bag. Mike stepped forward, his voice almost pleading now. Laura, please. I paused for a moment, not to reconsider, just to say one last thing. I deserved honesty, and you chose lies. Then I walked to the door, opened it, and stepped outside. The night air was cool, quiet, honest. For the first time in a long time, I felt something I hadn't realized I had been missing. Peace. Behind me, the house was still full of people, questions, and consequences. But none of it followed me, because some endings aren't loud. They are final, and this one was mine. If you've ever been betrayed but chose to stay silent, remember this. Silence is not strength when it slowly breaks you. This is shattered truth, where endings become beginnings, and the next story might hit even deeper.